Hello, and this is Bogus Reviews, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Marvel Legends Titus Build-A-Figure. So I'm going to put him together here, but before I do, I'm going to show the figures you had to buy to build this figure. To buy Vance Astro, Sam Alexander Nova, Darkhawk, Drax movie figure, Yondu movie figure, and, well, you didn't have to buy this Star-Lord. He actually was just an extra figure that didn't come with a piece. And I'm not going to review this because there's a 2-pack with Star-Lord coming out, this same Star-Lord with Ego, that's coming out, I want to say, next month. And, you know, I don't want to review the same figure twice, so I'm not going to review this one until the 2-pack comes out. Okay, so now let's put this together. Here's the torso. Put the head on first. Goes on really easily. His right arm / cannon goes on easily. There's his left leg and his right leg. So here's Titus all together. Wow, this is a big figure, and he's really hefty. I like that. So let's take a look at this figure. So there's the head sculpt on this figure. I think it's nice. It looks very, very great. I love all the detail with his teeth and gums. That is very good sculpted detail. I like the paint on his head too, because on top of the sculpted fur, it has a dry brushing of gray to give it more, kind of give it more depth and tone, I think. Makes it look better. Just like his face. They did a dry brushing of gray in the creases right there for his scowl, and I think that just made him look more mean and angry. I think his eye came out really clean, and then his cybernetic eye came out really good. And the torso right here, the torso and legs are the same, even actually the arm down to right here is the same as the Space Venom Build-A-Figure. So this is just a repaint and slight remold, like he's got a brand new arm, of course, for this cannon. So the only thing that's new is actually the hand right here, the arm, and the head. Well, the top piece of the arm right here, because down to here is all reused, except for this. So I like the gold right here because it's marbled. It has a nice gold marbling. I think it looks really nice. You can see that the light reflects off of that, and it looks really, really nice. I like his hand too. It has that dry brushing of gray. There's no sculpted detail in here, but the dry brushing makes it look like it is fur. Fingernails are sculpted out really nicely. I think it looks really good. Even the inside of his gauntlet looks really nicely sculpted. I like that marbling effect. Really love that marbling effect. Here's his right arm, his cannon. Now this is just a single jointed elbow. I would have preferred double jointed. You know, that, or maybe more rotation in the bicep. That way he could hold it like that, but that's all the further his arms can move in. That does bother me just a little bit, because I think that his arms should be able to move closer together. Maybe give him a ball jointed arm instead of a swivel. I don't know. I'm just being nitpicky. I'm nitpicky when it comes to certain figures like this. His belt has that nice marbling too. I think it looks nice. His boots are sculpted out nicely. It has that marbling effect all around it. Except there's these dots. I don't know what this is. I think it's probably from the mold that they made this out of. I would have preferred it to be painted over with a little bit of gold. Kind of looks funny there. But overall, I really like this figure. It looks really great. What I'm going to do is articulation, then compare him to all of these other figures. It's got a ball jointed head that can move back just a little bit, move down just a little bit. And I thought since his jaw is a separate piece that it'd be articulated, but it's not. It's just a really soft rubber piece that kind of just moves like that. It's got ball jointed, I guess he has ball jointed shoulders that can only move out that far. He's got a swivel at the bicep, single jointed elbow, and that's it for this one. For this arm, his left arm, he's got a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, swivel at the wrist that can move back just a little bit, and down just a little bit, and move side to side. Now that is my complaint with this figure. There are some places on this figure, like with the arm, his elbows, they're stiff. They're very stiff. But like with his legs, these pop off really easily and move very easily. So I don't get how that can be like that, you know. He's got an ab crunch that can move back that far and down really far. He's got a swivel at the waist. He's got ball jointed hips that can just about do a split. He's got a... See, that's what I don't like about this figure. These legs are very loose on this figure and come off very easily. He's got a swivel at the thigh, double jointed knee, an ankle rocker, and ankle swivel. And see, it's coming apart right there already, just from moving it. Like if you move it, you can see that it's coming off. But with this one, it just moves only slightly. Just have to put it back in just a little bit. So that's my complaint with this figure, is the articulation. Like with his the thigh swivel, when you do that, his legs just want to fall off. Just his right leg, not his left leg, which that's really odd. I don't know how it can be that different. And like with his elbows, they're very stiff and they'll move, but I don't want to move them too much because I don't want it to break. Because I have been guilty of doing that in the past, and I've learned from those mistakes. Okay, so now here's Titus compared to his nemesis, Sam Alexander Nova. You can see how tall it is compared to the new teenager body mold. And Titus is really tall. Here he is next to Darkhawk. Darkhawk is a standard 6-inch figure, so Titus is probably around like 7 inches, 7.5 inches tall. Close to 8 inches. He's probably close to 8 inches because he's taller than Darkhawk, and he's just the standard Bucky Cap mold kind of figure. Here he is next to a bigger figure, Vance Astro, or Major Victory, same person. You can see that even though this is a bigger body mold and taller body mold, he's still taller than, or he's still shorter than Titus. Titus is taller than him. Then here he is, next to Star-Lord. He's taller than him, too. I think he's going to be taller than all the figures. Well, I know he's going to be taller than all the figures in the wave. Here he is next to Drax. He's just a little bit taller than the other ones. He's like the only one that's close to tall enough. And here's Yondu. Even with his fin, he's not quite that tall. So I love this figure. It's really big and tall, and that's the way I think it should be, because Titus is a huge character in the comics. And with this open hand, like that, you can get him into some nice posing with the other Guardians, because I actually made a scene of like him holding Nova. If you can just, because his hand is that soft kind of plastic that just kind of moves like that. So you can get him into some nice fight positions with the other Guardians. So you can have him holding over like that. So I think this figure is really good, and Hasbro did a good job, even though it is a remold of the Space Venom. I still think it's really good, and I think it was brilliant of Hasbro to redo this. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think actually some of this, this right here, has went to the Colossus figure from the new Warlock wave. So I like that Hasbro reused this, and they're reusing it some today too. So I would highly recommend this Build-A-Figure. It is very awesome. So that's my review. And if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching.